Hi there, Roger Knecht, President of Universal Accounting Center. Today here with Scott McKinley.
Hello.
Scott happens to be one of our coaches. He works with our students in a variety of ways, primarily helping them with their marketing, maybe perhaps some life coaching. So I've got a question for you, Scott. Here you are, you're working with a student and you've already identified with them their goals, what they're trying to build, you're familiar with their background experience, and here you are clearly understanding what it is they're trying to accomplish as they're starting or building their practice. And so my question is what do you see that oftentimes repeatedly gets in the way of the student really accomplishing their goal?
Oh, good question. We at Universal Accounting have a variety of tools that are specifically created for the people that we work with to help them with success. Whether that is sharpening the saw with the curriculum and the training, the powerful resources that we have in bookkeeping and accounting and taxes. We have great programs for learning to market the business. So in essence, the tools are right there for them. If they're able to make the decision and if they're students with us, they've got those tools available to them. What I see in almost every situation with people who are struggling is the one thing that is stopping them. It's not the market. It's not the tools that are out there. It's doubt. It's fear. It's thoughts.
It's their head.
It is.
They're their worst enemy.
That's the bottom line. We tend to say things to ourselves that you would never say to somebody else. We can be our worst critic. We can be so discouraging to ourselves that, we would not want to be a friend with ourselves. So that's the thing that I see as the biggest challenge, is getting past the thoughts that we have, those negative thoughts that keep rattling around in our head.
Well, having spoken to a variety of students, those that have struggled and those that have succeeded, I'll break it down into two things. I've identified the formula for success as being confidence and competence.
Okay.
Through Universal Accounting, you're able to get that competence through the certifications and so forth, your background experience. But if you lack the confidence, the ability to look at a business owner eye to eye, peer to peer, and say, I can take care of your accounting needs, that's where that struggle comes in with that self-doubt. And so I appreciate the fact that you're able to say that's where some of these people really get hung up. So here's the question. How do you help them through that process? What do you do to assist them move past that struggle they're facing?
Well, we have to identify exactly what it is that we're saying to ourselves. We have to get to the bottom line and find out what are we saying that's keeping us from moving forward. What is the real fear? Identifying what the fear is going to help us to control those thoughts that we're having. And this is something that you just need to realize. Thoughts become things. If you focus on something and if you dwell on something, it's going to manifest in your life. The law of attraction is something that I'm sure everybody's heard of. Back in 2006, Rhonda Byrne wrote a book called The Secret. There was a movie that was accompanying it. I'm sure everybody's heard of The Secret before. The secret is like attracts like. There is a physical law that the things that we focus on, the things that we dwell on, we attract those things into our life.
They manifest. We notice them. They appear, yes.
Exactly. So the thing that stops the people that I've worked with from success is the constant repetition of, this won't work for me, this works for other people, but it never works for me, nobody wants to talk to me, I'm not going to have success in this. And those fears start to get bigger and then they manifest.
Because you're feeding them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, not only are you feeding those fears, but if you're continuously saying to yourself, nobody's going to want to talk to me, it stops you from moving forward because you've convinced yourself that nobody's going to talk to you. The ultimate fear is that you're going to fail, right? That you're not going to be successful, that we're not going to get clients, that nobody's going to want your service, and nobody's going to pay you for what you're worth. So by continuing to tell yourself, nobody wants to talk to me, I'm never going to get clients, you stop moving forward, you stop going to the networking meetings, you don't talk to people, you're not sending letters out, you're not doing your marketing, and in essence, you failed. That fear, those thoughts have manifested, and you don't have clients, and you don't have a business. So be aware of the thoughts that you're having. If you find yourself saying, this isn't going to work, you've got to stop yourself. Do a clarity to contrast. If you haven't seen the video that we've done on clarity to contrast, watch that. Focus on the things that you do want, and you've got to stop being negative. You've got to stop focusing on the things that you don't want, and start focusing on the things that you really do want to have happen.
And there's some very simple techniques that you can use to do this. First of all, you have to remove the negativity in your life, whether it's yourself dwelling on those things, or maybe there are things in your environment that are causing those things to resurface. You've got to eliminate those. And sometimes it's spending less time with certain individuals because they are naysayers and so forth. Perhaps it's getting away from certain situations that cause you to have that self-doubt. You've got to purposely put yourself into those positions where you're experiencing success, and that way you can feel good about yourself. It's really a self-esteem and attitude type thing. You have control over each, and what we want to do is give you the ability to feel more confident about what you do and how you do it. So one of the things that I would encourage many of the people that I've spoken to is you've got to get into that proper frame of mind to realize, one, you deserve it, you're worth it. It's the old American dream type philosophy. It's everyone can accomplish their goals. It's all out there to be achieved. There's an abundance of success. You just need to tap into it. So that's the beauty of it.
People don't realize that. People just don't realize how much opportunity is out there, and it's there. You've just got to allow it to happen. Probably one of the best recommendations that I could make on this video is to go out, spend 10, 15 bucks, and go buy Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. If you have not read that book, even if you've read that book, but it's been 5-6 years, that should be a book that every one of our students picks up and reads and implements into the business plan for getting their business up and running. He has got so many, every time I read it, I find something new.
Yeah.
And when I do that, it empowers me to really control those thoughts that I'm having. And I'll tell you what, I have seen and done some amazing things in the last couple of years, personally,
yeah,
as a result of this concept, that thoughts become things. I'm not kidding. You want to find out about it? Give me a call. I'd be more than happy to share those personal experiences with you. So that'd be my advice. Be aware of your thoughts. Don't let those thoughts sabotage you.
Yeah. I just want to add, when you're working with a coach, this is the type of energy you can experience, is somebody that's there as your advocate, that's there to help you actually achieve your success. Now, obviously at Universal Accounting Center, we have a coaching program specifically designed to help you achieve your goals. This is what you're looking forward to. And so one of the things I would encourage you to do is get a life coach, get a marketing coach, get someone that can be on your side and can help you magnify and enhance those things that you've got. It's all a positive mental attitude that you've got to first start with. And so that's where the key is.
Right. There's nothing wrong with you. Maybe just a little bit of a tweak in the way that we think about things, and you'd be surprised at the changes that can happen by just doing a little tweak.
And we've got stories to share that would just definitely demonstrate that. So congratulations on at least making it this far in the video, because you're obviously interested, you're trying to actually do something better, and I applaud you for that. So remember this, if it's about accounting, it is universal.
And accounting success is universal as well. Thank you.
Take care.